Hey everyone, welcome to the very first Answer You. Not too long ago, I hit 150 subscribers and I put out a video asking you guys to question me for, the 150 subscriber video. Yay! Anyways, I got a handful of questions. Most of them are how I started YouTube. There are a couple questions in there, asking, a little bit about me in terms of, what I like about gaming. So yeah, let's get to it. The first question comes from Snake Does Gaming, and he wants to know what made you start YouTube. Well, to kind of get to that point, a couple years ago, I graduated nursing school. And I've always loved gaming. So after I graduated, I got my license and I worked for a little while I was pregnant. And after my daughter was born, I worked for a little while longer. I'm a full-time stay-at-home mom. And so when I got calls for work, it was really hard to find a babysitter, on the spot. And so it wasn't working out. I ended up leaving my job. But after I gave birth, I started having a lot of problems with pain, and I went and saw a specialist, and turns out that I have a condition called fibromyalgia, which is a nerve and muscle disorder that causes a lot of chronic pain. So that's one of the other reasons why I am a stay-at-home mom. I've kind of dabbled around for, like the last year about starting a channel, but at the same time I'm like, is it gonna be a waste of time if I do so? And then about 3.5 months ago, I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I don't really do anything. If I start a channel and it takes off, maybe one day it will turn into a career. I love to play games. It just fulfills something, deep down in your child, if you will, that just, it makes you feel good about playing, being in the stories and whatnot. But besides all of that, I thought it would be something to do while I am not working. And the biggest benefit is that I can still stay home with my daughter, and we can afford for me to stay at home right now. Though I did apply for a part-time job, I am still waiting on a call. So in the meantime, I'm gonna keep pushing out a video every day. But basically that's why I started YouTube, in hopes that it will become a career, because it deep down, it's something that I really, really, really enjoy doing. Next question comes from Captain Chrome. Are you ever going to use a camera for your videos? The day that you prove that you're actually Alan Covert, using Captain Chrome as an alias, is the day that I'll start showing my face in my videos. Just kidding. I did order a green screen, which got here today, but I really don't think that I am going to start using the camera until I finish either BioShock or Banjo and start a new game, because I don't want to start using the camera in the middle of the games that I've got going now. I feel like that is just not necessarily weird, but I feel like it's weird. So when I start a new game, I know I previously stated that I was gonna try Outlast or the Resident Evil Revelations series. I'm still kind of going towards the Resident Evil, but at the same time, I have been craving to play the Walking Dead series. So let me know in the comments if I should play Resident Evil or if I should go Walking Dead. His other question is, what got you into doing YouTube gaming videos? I kind of talked about it just a little bit, just a second ago, but I'm not really good at anything else besides healthcare and video games. If I want to turn this into a career, gaming is probably my best bet. I think I'm funny. I've been told I'm pretty funny. I'm pretty good at gaming. I get the gist of most games. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I've been wrong before. So yeah, basically it's just, that's why I do the YouTube gaming videos. Next question comes from Daz Savage. How long did it take you to get comfortable with what you were doing? Actually, it really didn't take me too long. I started with Tomb Raider I was really quiet my first video. My second video, I was still a little bit on the quiet side. You know, you go from being a solo gamer by yourself, concentrating, being into the game, and jumping into an invisible audience. You know, so it was a little bit of a change, if you will, but I think by the fourth video, you know, I was basically like, you know what? I'm just gonna say whatever my mouth wants to say. My brain can try and comprehend and keep up with my mouth, but good luck. The style of video, the presentation, and the workflow. I didn't necessarily have a style of video. It's basically just play what I like. Though I did kind of start the series on my phone. I just want to play stuff that is going to keep me interested, and it's going to keep everyone else interested that's watching. Presentation, whatever comes out of my mouth, like I said. The workflow. My workflow is in the middle of the day when my daughter takes her nap. That's basically the only time that I have to record. Otherwise, my day is basically hectic and full of noise. So, you know, I don't think everybody wants to watch videos with my daughter screaming and throwing shit in the background. So that's how I handle my workflow. You had asked in a different question, I chose this one, but you had asked, you know, how do I keep up with YouTube and Twitter and my Facebook? Like I said in, I think it was my 100 subscriber video, I'm a really nice person, and I try to be giving to as many people as I possibly can. I subscribe to basically everybody that has followed me on Twitter. I'll throw one or two of your videos in my watch list, and then after I kind of get through all the people that support me the most, I will go through that entire list of subscribers, which is gotta be close to 250 now, and I will throw a video from each person in my watch list, and I slowly get to them. I mean, if you can imagine, 200 and some videos is quite a bit, and it literally takes me a good week to get through that list. And then of course I have to keep adding, you know, videos from everyone that supports me the most. My Twitter, I check it 1 to 3 times a day. I try to respond to, you know, everybody, you know, as much as I possibly can. I try to follow everybody back. For some reason, Twitter has been really weird lately, and it's not showing everything, and it's not sending my tweets, and it's not favoriting things, and it's a huge mess. My Facebook, I basically just use my Facebook to post videos for my family and friends, obviously on Facebook, who don't have YouTube or Twitter, so that's the best way for them to watch my stuff. Did I start in one direction and then go in another? No, I just jumped right into it and just basically went from there. My setup, when I told my husband about it 3.5 months ago, I literally got my equipment like 3 days later. He surprised me. We talked about it, whatever, and he's like, oh, you know, when we can, you know, afford it a little bit more, we'll get it. And then a couple days later, he sends me a text. I was like, that's awesome, but at the same time, it's like, should we have really done that? But I'm really glad that he did, you know, because I am absolutely enjoying doing this. It's like, it's so much fun, and it's a stress reliever. I mean, like I said, being a stay-at-home mom, I am with my daughter all day long, you know, and then doing the mom thing and, you know, keeping up with the housework and whatnot. So being able to, you know, run away to my little area and record for like an hour or so it's my me time, and I absolutely love it. Next question comes from a guy who games, who we all know, I know kind of in real life, asks, how awesome is it that you know a guy who games in real life? Alex, it's about as awesome as getting punched in the face, you know? No, I'm just kidding. It's pretty awesome, you know. I'm glad that we can help each other out with, you know, the channels, and you really have great content, and you say I have great content, but we know you're just lying to me just to be nice, you know. So yeah, it's pretty awesome. Next question comes from Giant Bacon. What is the first game you have ever played? This image is so vivid in my mind even to this day. I was 4 years old, and the first game that I ever played was Castlevania on the Nintendo. I don't remember what the level was called because I have not touched this game since then. I want to say it was towards the beginning, but I just remember you know, I'm this dude and I've got like this little chain whippy thingy, and I'm pretty sure they were werewolves. I don't know. They were some sort of great. I just said it was vivid in my mind. It literally was only like a couple minutes of gameplay, but I'm just walking up this flight of stairs, just whipping the shit out of people, and that's pretty much what started my obsession with gaming. You're looking at a screen and you're controlling what's on the screen with a controller, you know, and at 4 years old, that's just like, holy shit, amazing. Like, I can control things. I can't control my own life, but I can control your life. Next question comes from Nizer Gaming. How old were you when you first started gaming, and what was your first system? I was 4, like I said, playing Castlevania. My first system was the Nintendo. It wasn't necessarily mine. I do have a younger brother and 2 younger sisters. Mostly it was me and my brother that played the most. I remember playing the Nintendo out at my grandparents' lake property. They had a Nintendo out there too. I remember playing Blaster Master, and I always forget the name of this freaking game. You're like this little itty bitty spaceship and you're floating around in space and you can't touch the sides of the walls, otherwise you blow up. And God forbid you get far in the game and you hit those stupid walls and you die, you're starting all over again. That game was fun, but so freaking frustrating. So I probably will never play that game again. Next question comes from Francois878. What was your favorite game growing up? There are a lot of games out there. For a while, Super Mario Bros. 3 was a favorite for a super long time, until The Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past came out. That is probably my favorite game even to this day. I have even played it, I don't have a Super Nintendo, but I have played it on my computer through an emulator. I absolutely love that game. I know you only asked what your favorite, but Super Metroid is another one of my absolute favorites. Those 2 are, you know, definitely my top 1 and 2 games of all time. I will never ever lose interest in playing those games ever. Super Metroid, I love, you know, that she was a girl the first time that she died, you know, because most characters are guys, you know, so I felt even more badass when I found out that I was a female. I'm like, holy shit, I'm gonna destroy this planet. With Zelda, I absolutely love how cartoony that it is. I love the story. I thought it was kind of neat that, you know, you're this little dude trucking around, saving the princess all the time, and Master Sword. That shit is awesome. I believe this is the last question from Manny on PC. What would your loadout be for a real apocalypse? And it has to come from games like Fallout. In real life, my household does carry a handful of guns already, so, you know, I've got actual real weapons on hand. I really like to use pistols. Even if I have bigger, more powerful weapons, for some reason I am a pistol type of girl. Even in my BioShock video right now, I tend to use the wrench more. I don't know, I think it's because, you know, they're easy to handle, whatever. But if I had to choose weapons from games, the Master Sword from Zelda. If I had that shit in real life, I would be the happiest person in the world. Just ecstatic. Speaking of Fallout, I used the 10mm pistol a lot, and then when I found the plasma pistol, that is the only thing that I have in my inventory. That's the only thing that I use. I think that shit is amazing, you know, just to shoot somebody and disintegrate them into a green pile of shit. I think that would be it. I mean, I'm pretty simple, you know. I'm not the type of person who's gonna run around with a machine gun, you know, and rocket launchers, you know. Granted, that's pretty sweet to blow shit up, you know, and create a big huge hole in the ground, but I would go for ease and swiftness, and I think that, you know, like I said, using the pistol or a sword or something super small like that. So yeah, I mean, that would be my loadout. I really hope that I just threw my pen at myself. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this little bit of information about me. So I will leave it at that. I really hope that you guys enjoyed. And as always, keep those torches bright.